Good morning, everybody. Thank you for this very nice introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Also, dear Mary Ellen, good to see you in Luxembourg again as well. So it's a great honor for me to address you today at this Global Gender Smart Fund's Gender Smart Action Lab here in Luxembourg. Wow, it's a mouthful. But I'm happy to be here because this event is also really a testament to the growing recognition that gender equality is, of course, a moral obligation, it's a social imperative, but it's a financial and economic one. And I feel sometimes today when I say this, when we say this, we almost need to apologize for thinking or saying this. But I can tell you I will not apologize for this because the evidence is really so absolutely clear. Gender diversity boosts organizational performance, it enhances profitability, and we also know in the meantime, and there's lots of studies who show this, that it reduces a company's carbon footprint. So I think, as has been mentioned in the introduction, there is just so much potential to unlock. Women deserve a seat at the table because obviously it's the smart thing to do. Luxembourg is a leading international financial center and I think has a responsibility. It needs to lead by example. We must create a financial ecosystem that champions diversity, that champions equality, that champions inclusion, and ensuring that institutions also reflect the diversity of the societies that they serve. It's about creating resilient societies. It's about having our economies being competitive. For me, this was very important, well, I think since as far as I can think, but as finance minister, as former finance minister in 2022-2023, I really wanted to advance on this concretely with concrete projects that actually do have concrete, make concrete progress possible. At that time, I remember Luxembourg Stock Exchange launched the first gender bond in the world. We launched the Women in Finance Charter. We started working with 2X Global, that I think is represented today. There you go. Very happy to start working with you at that time. And I also launched the Gender Finance Task Force, an initiative that I'm happy that also my successor, Yuriko Backes, current finance minister of Luxembourg, has also continued. This task force mission is to advance gender finance within Luxembourg's financial sector and to identify really the opportunities and to foster progress for women in finance, which is of course about representation, but on the other hand also finance for women. And I think that's what you will be discussing today. Since the launch of this task force, a very ambitious action plan has been put in place, 7 working groups. My Ministry for Gender Equality and Diversity is also involved in this. Of course, this work is ongoing. There is so much that needs to be done, but I'm very happy that already a network has been set up and close collaboration is really taking place between relevant actors and awareness raising is really being done because it's about promoting financial literacy. It's about raising awareness of finance career opportunities among women and girls. It's about mentorship. It's about sponsorship. It's about driving innovation, accelerating progress in gender finance, and encouraging financial products and services that are also tailored to women's unique needs. Of all these initiatives, of which I'm very proud, I think Luxembourg's pioneering role in sustainable finance is really very important, continuously also expanding our commitment to include social dimensions of sustainability. So in Luxembourg, we have made a very clear commitment to advancing workplace equality, not just as a matter of principle, which is very nice. No, we want to work very concretely on this. And over the years, we have really launched many very targeted initiatives. And of course, there's constant ongoing dialogue with stakeholders. One program that I'm very proud of is called the Action Positive, Positive Actions Program, which is managed by the Ministry for Gender Equality and Diversity. It's a voluntary program that companies can sign up to. There will be an external, I would call it auditing, really to identify what is lacking in terms of gender equality and diversity within the company, how they can improve things very concretely with a tailored action plan for the company. So more than 120 companies have participated in this program, really to advance equality and diversity within the workplace. As Minister for Gender Equality and Diversity, we have also, the Ministry has coordinated 3 national action plans. That is a whole of government effort really, but the mega ministry, so the Ministry for Gender Equality and Diversity, has coordinated these 3 action programs. One is for equality between men and women, the other one is for LGBTIQ+ rights, and the third one is against gender-based violence. There's 3 action plans that were adopted last year that we are now concretely making sure that more than 300 concrete actions are actually being followed up on and put in place. So again, for me, what's important is not blah blah and nice ideas, but actually doing concrete things to improve the situation, whether it's for women or for LGBTIQ+ communities. And when we see the backlash today across the world, all of that is very much linked. Those who are against women's rights, they are exactly in the same place against LGBTIQ+ rights, against DEI policies. So we see that everything is linked. Many important challenges remain. We still see, I think, everywhere, including in Luxembourg, that women are still underrepresented in leadership positions. Gender stereotypes continue really to have an impact on career choices for women from a very young age on. Just to give one example, we are working very closely as a ministry also with WIDE & Co. As far as digital skills and empowerment is concerned. So their WIDE & Co. is also represented here. Thank you for the very good work that we do together. Equal pay for equal work. Well, in Luxembourg, I think we're not so bad, even though I can speak an hour about that when we get into more detail. I won't. But of course, we see in Europe and across the world, equal pay for equal work has not been achieved. Within Europe, of course, the Pay Transparency Directive, once it's transposed, should be able to improve things there. Equal opportunities, they may, not everywhere, but in most places, at least in Europe, they're a reality on paper, but in practice it's still not always the case. And there I would also just like to mention the Women on Boards Directive in the EU, which, at least as far as listed companies is concerned, should also improve the situation. And I would like to mention this, that we must continue to address and prevent gender-based violence, because without safety, there can also never be real equality. So equality and diversity, they of course require collaboration, they require persistence, and they require commitment. So I thank all of you for being here, because the fact that you are here already shows your interest and your commitment to this. Of course, we need leaders who challenge the status quo. We need leaders who are also at all levels. I'm not talking about political leaders, I'm talking about leaders also and predominantly in the economic world, who can also mentor the next generation, and that also champion inclusion, inclusive policies at really every level. And that means leaders, men, it means also women leaders. We need them both to really help us bring forward this empowerment chain. But I also want to mention this, it also requires women everywhere to take up the challenges and to take up the responsibilities, because I have, from my experience, seen way too often that women actually don't do this. So my message will always be also women need to dare. So true transformation is not achieved alone, it can never be achieved alone, it must be the result of a collective effort. of people, of institutions working together with a common vision. Our journey towards equality and diversity is very, very far from over, and it calls on all of us, from governments to institutions to NGOs to every individual, to continue really to work together in the same direction and to keep the momentum alive, to ensure that women have the space, that they have the recognition, and that they are given also the opportunities, and that they seize the opportunities that they deserve, that our society deserves, and that across the world. And I think that's what we all collectively, with our individual and collective means, need to invest in.